Stix, how are you, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good. I don't know if you can see me, but
I can see you. You're a very handsome man.
thank you. This will be pretty casual. Like I've been a fan since album one, so I should know a little bit about you. Like,
Hey, where's your shop?
man, we're about an hour west of Sydney.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
when you guys are here, man, I know you got a pretty quick tour in and out. But if you're doing nothing for a day, there's some bush walking tracks near here. If you want to come and hang out for the day, maybe. I know you got a tattoo. I know Satchel's not a fan of tattoos, but if you want to come out for the day, actually, I was going to offer you a job. Back in 2016, I picked up this bad boy.
That's fun. Ooh, I drew that was a family one.
Yeah, look, isn't that
What
beautiful?
What do you think of my negative space in there?
Yeah, I think you've used it perfectly. You proportion the veins nicely. I like how he's only got one ball, so it doesn't, for those who don't have two don't feel left out.
Dude, you know what? That's for 50% chance less you'll get somebody pregnant.
We're gonna stick it up. I don't know if you can see we've got the electric wizard poster over here, so I'm gonna stick it right next to her. So
Oh man, you just fucking you made my fucking day with that. That's awesome, Duane.
and then I'm gonna show you this. This is me just showing off. But and last time you come out, I tried to return the favor. I drew this one up for a mate of mine. He got this Death to Orbit Metal Steel Panther tattoo, and then I
Oh
gave
shit.
and then I gave the original to Satchel, and he went and got it engraved on one of his guns. So
Dude, I've seen that. I've seen that. Dude, you're very, very, and I'm not blowing smoke, but you're very talented. I know you probably already know that, but it's fucking awesome, man.
thanks, man. Yeah. So like I said, and it's one of those things like I said, I'm a album one fan, man. I put on a bunch of my mates, and we all go in droves. And you guys have been here every album since like 2008. And every time your name pops up for a new tour, we get excited because you guys are the most fun to see live. You're a lot of fun. It's very tongue in cheek, and so we got excited when you announced this new tour coming up. You're wrapping up your On the Prowl tour down here in Australia.
Yeah, man. Obviously, Australia has been since the first time we came there was for Soundwave, right? Which is no more.
Yeah.
Um, and that was our first exposure to Australian fans, and we had no idea what to expect. We were fucking blown away at the love we got out there, and it was just a no brainer for us to go as often as we can. And this time is no exception. I get fucking stoked to go to Australia. I think a lot of Western bands, first of all, it's expensive to go, and there's a lot of shit you got to do and a lot of things that are involved, but totally worth it for us to go down there. Um, if for nothing else than to be reminded how people rock. Because I'm not no bullshit. It's like you guys throw down and you guys appreciate the rock. You guys come and you guys are ready to have a great time. And it makes us want to come down there, as often as we can and play for you.
Yeah, well, the last time you were here was 2 years ago. I think it was the show that was rescheduled like five times through COVID and that. But
Yep.
we were sort of lucky in that one. I think we were one of the first, not the first show, but one of the earliest shows for Spider to play with the band. So we got him in his real early days. I think it was weeks into being the new bass player.
Yeah,
He's
you guys got Baby Spider.
Yeah, we got Baby Spider, and and you know what? He's been doing it now for a couple of years with you guys. Like he looked a little nervous the first time you guys came here, but I reckon after a couple of years touring, he'd be loose. He'd be finding his place on the stage. He'd be kicking ass by now for sure.
He's really not that much better, Duane, than he was. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's that no. Uh, I have to imagine when he first started doing the gig, he
Yeah,
had big, big shoes to fill in Lexi Fox, right? And with fans that, especially with our band, I think it's very similar to Kiss, where like each guy in the band is sort of known by the fans. It's not like if you take a band like I'm just gonna pick a random band, and I don't mean any disrespect, but like Seether. Okay, do you know the band Seether?
Yeah. See, man.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know
like
that.
any of those, any band where like you might know the singer, you might know one or two guys in it,
Yeah.
but like the personalities in the band, they're not all huge, personalities. So,
Yeah.
but in our band, everybody is a big personality. So to fill those shoes, I can't imagine how uncomfortable he must have been. But now that he's been doing it, he like to borrow a phrase from you, he's found his place, he's found his footing.
Yeah.
He is, as far as a bass player goes, the guy is a machine,
Yeah.
and he's a homie, he's a friend, and the band is better than it's ever been.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad to see because I remember when Lexi left, obviously, and we were all gutted as fans, and but you know what? When he come out, like I saw you guys in Sydney when he came out for the first time, he got a huge pop, man. Like the crowd, as much as we love Lexi, we got behind the new guy, and I'm glad he's really found his place. Um, like you now, you've been here. It's got to be at least 6 or 7 times.
Yeah,
There's only so
yeah.
many times you can hold a koala and pat a kangaroo. What have you got planned in your off time while you're here?
Well, that's a good question, Duane. I'll be honest with you. So every time we've come out there, it's usually pretty surgical. We get out there a day or two before.
Yep.
We do the tour depending on, what we used to do is we used to do a city, day off, city, day off, city, day off. And we travel on our day off and have time to recover. On this one, we're doing some back to backs,
Yeah.
and we don't have much time in between. So if I'm being honest, man, I may stay out there for a little while after the tour. I may stay out there. I want to go see some stuff when that I don't have time to go see,
Yeah.
and then I might stop by Fiji on my way back to LA, dude, because it's on the way. You
Mate,
know?
mate, I haven't been there for over 10 years, but we keep talking about going back. It was a cool time. We just drank beer all day, stared at our feet, sat in the sun. It rained once. And
Yeah, dude. I've never been to Fiji. I want to go. I want to check it out. But I also want to do some. I want to do some cool shit when I'm in Australia. Like I want to go fishing. I want to go. I want to go fish. I want to go see some stuff I won't have time to see. I want to go to Fiji and get hammered and just check out the beauty. And I think I'm gonna make a vacation out of it afterwards.
dude, look, if you want to look, I got a couple of keen fishermen live around here. Like I said, I'm out at Western Sydney. These guys will take you anywhere. And also, if, like you said, you're going to Fiji, those guys are incredible fishermen. Those guys will show you the way. Like if you hook up with a local village, mate, for a few bucks, they'll take you out and they'll show you the best spots. There's reefs off the edge of the islands and that. So, mate, you're in for a
Yeah.
but
Well,
man,
you and I should probably swap information, bro, because when I come out there, I may want to come stop by your shop. I may want to take you up on some fishing or connections. So if you're down with that, I am.
mate, 100% Stix. I'd fucking love that. I know a few guys would love to come with you too. And yeah, it's just a crazy day. There's some spots up north that the old man used to take to. Happy to, man. That'd be the sickest, man. Um,
Awesome, bro. Yeah, when we're done, we'll swap shit.
Absolutely, man. Hey, and look, you've been doing this tour for a couple of years. It is sort of piggybacking on the back of COVID. It's still been a couple of years, but you guys are still. You'd be having old fans turn up as well as new fans as well. Are you finding a larger demographic to your shows now, or are you getting a weird
Yeah.
response like some fucking 18-year-old comes up to you and goes, "Man, I've been listening to you my whole life."
Oh, bro. We get kids that come up and go, dude, I started listening to you in sixth grade. Like, and it's a mind fuck because I'm not young, and I'm like, we're out there, we're doing what we do because we love it, and we're getting the people that were there in the '80s for the first time. We're getting these kids now that are like, oh my god, my older brother turned me on to you, or my, you know what I actually really hear? I hear my dad loves you guys, and when you hear that, like, because when I think of my dad, I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, that's old. And then, but it makes us stoked. You know, we're on tour right now. I'm out in Germany. I have a show tonight in Hanover, Germany, and we've been doing festivals and headline shows, and seeing the faces out in the crowd, it really runs the gamut from six, like, dude, we were in Leipzig, Germany. There were like three 12, 13-year-old kids in the front row with the head protectors on their ears, just every single word. And I was like, God, that's really, really crazy parenting, but cool, because they'll be fans for life. And we got everybody. It's so cool. And I'll tell you this, being, being at this phase in our career where we're not a vintage band, but we're not a new band. So we're like in this real nice middle spot where we did a festival called Copenhagen 2 nights ago in Copenhagen. And backstage, you have Robert Trujillo from Metallica was there. You had all the guys from Offspring, Corey Taylor, his band, and we've been doing this long enough that these are all our homies, right? So it's like fucking summer camp backstage, and then we all go on stage. Everybody watched, like we had Avenged Sevenfold and Offspring on our side stage watching some songs, and it's just, I love, and I'm so grateful for where we are in our career to be able to not be the new kids
Yeah.
and not be the old guys,
Yeah. But a lot of those guys, I mean, Corey Taylor's, he obviously sang with you guys on your first album, and like, yeah, you guys are cool to watch, man. And I think by now, like most people get you by now. They know what they're in for when the Steel Panther concert comes up. But like I said, when we saw you last, it was the last tour, just on the brink of the On the Prowl tour. Is there anything new, or is it just the still good time rock and roll fucking show that we're used to?
No, Duane, we don't do anything new. I'm kidding. No, dude. You know what? It's the same thing. It's fresh. It's a fresh version. There's a lot of fire in the band. Everybody's getting along really well. I mean, we kind of always have, but um, we're excited to come out there and deliver Steel Panther to your face holes. I mean, that's really, honestly, dude. We may bring some killer production, but you're going to hear your favorite songs, and you're going to hear a couple songs that you didn't probably think you were going to hear. But it's not going to be one of those, hey, we're going to play all new shit and leave the Asian hookers and the death to all the metals away. We're going to bring a hit squad, and our goal, like it almost always is to come to Sydney, play our songs, put on a fucking show, and make you leave with a killer buzz and a killer smile. And if you're single or if you're not, try to get you laid.
Well, I'm going to try and bring the missus, and I'll have to leave Well, I might bring the 3-year-old.
You know what? If you throw some gun protector sound things, bring the 3-year-old, have a family affair, and then get a babysitter for afterwards, and you and the missus go do what you need to do.
No, yeah, for sure. Won't need the babysitter that long, mate.
Dude, that's my kind of party, Duane. I'm with you.
I'll throw you one more question. Look, we have a thing. We have a, like, obviously in the shop, we talk about music. We play heavy metal all day, man. So, and we have a discussion, like, if the planet's blowing up, we have a thing where if the planet's blown up and you're only allowed to take one Black Sabbath album with you, what would it be? But I'm gonna take out Black Sabbath, and I'm gonna ask you, if the planet's on fire, we've all got to get on a spaceship and fuck off out of space. You're only allowed one Van Halen album. Which one is it?
Oh, dude. Well, first of all, I'll just give you my Black Sabbath album would be Heaven and Hell.
Heaven and
I'm
Hell.
I'm a Dio Black Sabbath guy. Just the way. Anywho, that's my Black Sabbath choice. For me, Van Halen album, it would have to be Van Halen 1,
Yeah.
dude, because because when I bought that record for the very first time, I bought it for 75 cents at a garage sale. I rode my bike to the garage sale, dude. And
Yeah.
I remember buying it for 75 cents. I had it in my hand, and I came home, I put the needle on it, and I heard that intro. and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's the record. Every single song on that record moves me, and that's the one I would take.
Yeah, well that changed heavy metal too. So that one was my pick for sure. My Black Sabbath is Master of Reality, but we play Heaven and Hell in here all the time. Just like, yeah, massive Dio fans. And when I was 10,
Great.
1987, that's when I was introduced to Black Sabbath, and that's when I was introduced to Ronnie James Dio. So when you
Uh,
guys released 1987 a couple of years ago, man, that struck a chord with me. It was funny and it was a bit nostalgic as well. It was fucking cool, man.
oh man, that song, honestly, dude, that's a love letter to that year and that and kind of that time because, I don't know how old you are, Duane, but in 1987, those were like formative years for music for me and chicks and like life and going, oh shit, this is kind of figuring out this is what I'm gonna do, and I was talking with Satchel. Satchel and I golf. We're big golfers,
Yeah.
and we were golfing in Hanover, Germany yesterday, just going, what the fuck? This is crazy. Oh, by the way, side note, I actually got to golf with Alice Cooper in Sweden this tour.
Oh,
But bucket list shit, Duane, bucket list shit. And it was not planned. And Alice Cooper comes up to us in catering. He goes, hey, I hear you guys golf. We're like, yes, Mr. Cooper, we golf. And he's like, I'm golfing tomorrow. You guys want to come? We're like, fucking hell. It was legendary. Anywho, I was saying to Satchel, man, what we get to do for this job, for our job and our the ability to do this in life, we feel so fucking lucky because we know it's like a lottery ticket. We worked hard, but there's just not a lot of positions that are open to rocking the world, and we take the responsibility seriously, and we can't wait to come out there and fucking get hammered and rock.
oh man, man, I'm jealous of you. I'm a horrendous golfer, and I'd love to go and do a round of 18 with Alice Cooper, man. That is fun. But
Oh
look, you know
yeah.
what? It lights me up that even after 20 or so, well, you guys have been doing it forever. You still have
Mm-hmm.
those moments where you're like, get fucked. Like that's Alice Cooper. I'm going to go and swing a club with him.
Oh, bro, like the 16-year-old kid in me, he's not gone. So like even the I've been lucky enough to do a lot of cool shit, right? I mean, all of us have done cool shit in our lives, you and everybody. But there are moments where I seriously still go, what the fuck? I'm like waiting for the cameras to show up and go, But it's crazy, dude. I'm grateful for it. I'll fucking take it and I'll fucking cherish it.
Dude, look, once again, I'm pumped to see you guys, and yeah, man, and mate, we're gonna hook up. We're gonna go fishing. We'll have a few beers,
Dude,
and it'll be we'll make the trip to Australia even more worthwhile.
I'm super down with that, Duane.
Perfect, man, absolutely perfect.
All
You're a
right,
fucking
Duane.
legend, Stix. I can't wait to catch up with you when you're down here, and I know Australia's itching to see you again. We love you guys.
We love you too, bro, and I can't wait to get out there. And I'll talk to you before then for sure, though.
Fuck yeah.